Hey, good to see you. Hey, need some help? Yeah.
An aerial view of the many buildings making up the skyline of beautiful Houston, Texas. Our broadcast setting tonight. Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined now by Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. With us tonight, one of the quickest players in league history, Kenny the Jet Smith. I almost feel like I should say your name fast, because that's the way you played the game.
Well, I just have, thanks for having me.
Well, it's good to have you.
But is the show going to be fast? Because I heard like it's a little bit less time.
Kevin, thanks.
Thank you, David. Kenny, your shot mechanics look polished, even back in college. Some guys take longer to have that thing look smooth and right and make some sense optically.
Well, it's repetition more than the visual. So the more you, like I actually shot the ball and my left hand stays on too long, so I had a side spin. It didn't go, it have a natural revolution. So Marcus Smart comes to mind, Lonzo Ball, you know, but the repetition will help.
And, you know, there's some guys that, you know, some of the great shooters don't have great, I mean, Ray Allen, Kobe.
Yeah.
Kobe shot it with
Larry Bird's form was different.
But, you know, they perfected it.
And now the Lakers starting group. They've got Junior. LeBron James is out there with Ingram. Then it's Paul George, and it's Davis at the 5. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Battle, and at the 5, roaming the paint. Covington in the corner. That shot off the mark. And the Lakers going the other way now. Loads it up for Davis, and Davis throws it down.
Love the timing Davis has. He has a sense for when to rise up and slam down the alley.
LeBron against Westbrook. Basket good.
Such great burst off the screen, as if Westbrook isn't hard enough to shadow already.
And it's the Lakers ball. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Staying with your game plan is so important, especially when you are away from your home arena.
Now it's to Covington. He's off on that one. Excellent D there from George. All going up court. Lakers working the ball around now. Junior kicks to Ingram. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Ingram spotting up and showing that touch made him the 2nd overall pick in 2016.
Outside Westbrook. Kicks it out to Covington. And with the game of basketball going global, guys, Kenny, we've seen it. It's no longer a cakewalk for a U.S. team to go in those international tournaments and just check the box. They got to compete, and they're going to face some terrific players.
Yeah, well, back in '92 when the Dream Team was formed, it woke the world up. It allowed them to see what basketball at its best looked like. And so now we can imitate that, or we can emulate it, or we can find out who got those guys that good.
That was the plan for the Dream Team. Basically, it was to go and elevate the game of basketball. And that's exactly what happened. Right now, we have all these great players coming in from all over the world.
Outside Westbrook. Here is House, defended by George. House, the pass to Covington. They double him with George. Shot clock at 5. Covington with it. Now defended by Junior. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ingram left side. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Ingram, he showed some flashes, but now it's about being consistent. I mean, he has all the talent needed to be a star in this league.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the night.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
And that one falls for Ingram. Both good from the line that time.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Pass to House. Westbrook against LeBron. Here's Harden. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away.
They tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
James looking it over. Kicks to Ingram. Down low. Here's Junior. Pass to Davis. On the wing, James. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. You hear players talk about growing up the first time they ever dunked, a magical moment. And Kenny, I'm sure you can think about that moment. Well, what stands out for you more? The first time you dunked in a game, or the first one overall when you were a kid growing up in New York?
I said there's 3 magical moments for me.
Besides this?
Yeah.
Besides sitting here courtside?
This is more than magic.
Make it 4. Make it 4.
This is more than magic. This is much more than magic. My first moment. First basketball game ever. I remember that vividly.
도피해요.
I was in the 3rd grade, so I was 7 or 8 years old. First game ever. I remember putting on a uniform for the first time. Other than that, I never had a uniform. So I remember that. First college game, running out for North Carolina. And the last moment is, which no NBA team does. I cut the nets down when we won the championship. So those are my 3 most memorable.
I do remember, and it's funny how much time I spent the first time I dunked.
You remember that? You know,
you know why?
마지
You were all pretty
곱슬.
athletic back then. But like you, what I remember most about it though is, you know how many hours you were
Ah.
trying to get that first dunk, right? I mean, you would be in the gym, literally.
I don't remember my first dunk.
And how old?
9th grade.
Good. They retain possession. Shot clock at 6. Harden inside the 3-point.
Yeah.
And contact on the shot.
Oh, yeah,
he'll be
jingle
shooting
down.
free throws here. It goes on Brandon Ingram. Maybe the league's most versatile player at the offensive end. Like, Harden is quickly moving up the all-time leaderboards in both points and assists. The Rockets shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Free throw good, James Harden.
You know, there's one award that Harden has won. I think we can pretty much say for sure he'll never win again. And that's 6th man of the year. It's hard to believe there was ever a time this man wasn't a starter.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
잘했다.
There's the pass to House. Passes it to Harden from outside the arc.
되게 곱슬. 마스크.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Here's Junior, and Junior throws it down.
And look how Junior's ability to read the defense pays off. Finds an opening, and bam. And this summer, Vince Carter retiring after his 22nd NBA season. That's a record for longevity in the game. Kenny, he's closer to our age than he is to some of his teammates.
Yeah, that's amazing. A guy could do it at this level so long and really help the team instead of just be on the team. He's an incredible athlete. That dedication and willingness has just rolled over into time. Never had to be the main guy at this stage of his career, always wanting to supplement, help, tutor, mentor, and he stayed healthy. Stayed healthy, that's the key. Kelly Olynyk checked in for the Rockets. Gordon comes in for Daniel House. I just love the edge that Westbrook plays with. He really goes out every minute on the floor and plays with great intensity. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's LeBron. 9-point game his last outing. And here's Junior.
잘해.
Here's George.
Yeah.
Kept alive. Junior.
이번에
Oh, he shows some patience with that pump fake. Junior can beat opponents in a number of different ways.
Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Houston making a switch. Johnson's checked in. And both free throws good for Junior. Rockets trail by 5. Harden outside.
A tremendous effort by Junior on D. I mean, he forced the swat. Great defensive possession for him.
The Rockets making a switch here. Clemens is checked in. The Lakers also making some changes. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for George. And it's Conley in for James. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Lakers leading by 5. Ingram passes to Junior. He feeds it to Davis. Good on the shot. Davis has got 6 points.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Here's Clemens. He picked up 12 points in their last one against New Orleans. And every team needs a go-to scorer late in close games. Kenny, when you think about your list of what qualities are essential to be that guy in crunch time, what are they?
I
think to be a great crunch time player is to not look at it as crunch time. It's like, these are the shots that I would take regardless of the situation. I think LeBron got criticized for that early in his career when he would pass up shots. But he takes the same shot regardless of the situation, which makes him more comfortable.
I would have to agree with that. The other thing, too, as the game has changed, I think your ability to be able to set up the shot, to Kenny's point. Like because the court's open now, right? It's not as physical, so if I can move without it and get to my sweet spots. And I think that also helps to be able to finish in rhythm.
Oh, here we go with Gordon. Nobody.
シャンポといいんじゃん。
And then Gordon with the dunk.
That's Shumper's job, to be in minutes on defense. He has remarkable quickness.
Los Angeles leading by 9. Now here's Conley. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Junior, and it's good for 2.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
They decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Shumpert finds Olynyk. Here's Clemens, and so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Lou Williams is checked in for Brandon Ingram. Davis against Gordon, kicks it out to Johnson, 6 to shoot, and Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And here's the Lakers. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Junior, and Junior throws it down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Here's Clemens, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Back to Olynyk.
Mazi kaよ。
Count that one.
Wow, you can't leave him open. Olynyk will knock it down every time.
Kenny, with all the switching now defensively, it's so valuable to have a big man who can pass out of those double teams and make plays for other guys.
Giannis,
危ね
number 1. Jokic, number 2. LeBron is obviously number 1A. Big guy who can pass because, we forget that he's 6'9", 6'10".
And don't forget about Embiid as a true center.
He has gotten better.
He's a good enough passer. Their problem is they just don't space the floor as well as they need to.
And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got his second bucket.
A good guard like Gordon makes his team the priority. Jumper isn't fancy, but his points.
え
Junior missing.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Gordon against Kuzma. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second
フ
violation.
リーに多くね
Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that exchange.
And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. 11-point game. Here's Davis. He trains it from the right block. Davis has got 12 points in the game.
Showing some intensity there. I like how Davis attacks the offensive glass and comes up with second chance baskets.
Olynyk the pass to Clemens. Back to Olynyk. It's stolen by Davis. Junior with it. Johnson's there. And it's Davis with the jam.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Clemens passes to Olynyk. Here's Clemens. 5 to shoot. On the wing, Gordon. There's the 3. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. Lakers leading by 15. And Junior throws it down.
Well, on offense, Davis keeps his head up and maintains awareness. That's how he spots a wide open man.
Knocks it loose. And stolen by Junior. The finish. And Junior throws it it down hard.
And how about that level of creativity Junior brings to his dunks? It's fun watching him sky up and throw it down.
Here's Clemens, over by Conley. Too long in the He's hit with a 3-second violation. For Houston, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. He's checked in for the Rockets. Long range from the inbound, gets the three-pointer to fall.
And this is the one area Smith must continue to work on. I love seeing him knock down the 3-ball, expanding his range.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The shot by Williams, no good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Here's Clemens.
Whoa.
And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers riding a 15-point lead at the... Naturally a ball-dominant player. James Harden talked to us.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade. All
Yeah.
for the second quarter of basketball. So the Lakers 5 right now. Junior's out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Williams. Then there's Davis. And it's Conley in at the point guard. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Alt. Oh, the power on that. Pruden.
In the rafters on that one. Westbrook giving the fans their money's worth.
Kenny, so much can happen on draft night. What was it like for you the night you were selected out of North Carolina, number 6 overall?
It was interesting because I wasn't sure if I was going for second.
Really?
Because I interviewed for everyone else in the top 10 basically except for them. And they took me without an interview. And that surprised me. Not very often, Greg, in life you get a job without an interview.
Yeah.
Well, I got that.
A high-paying job.
A high-paying
Oh,
one.
man.
No less.
やりました。
This is the confidence Covington has in himself. Assertive as shooting right off the pass.
Doubled by Smith. Junior kicks to Williams. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
Westbrook, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Davis.
From inside, Westbrook has to battle to get his shot. Aggressive now.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And really, guys, his percentage from the line at 70 isn't quite up to snuff.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. The shot by Williams, no good.
20分過ぎじゃん。
Outside, House. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. House has got his second basket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Junior the pass to Davis. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
As a defender, it's so tough to body up Davis. He'll find a way to get to the bucket and the foul. I mean, that's what AD does.
James Harden, he's checked in for Ish Smith.
Well, finally, he's getting himself to the line. He's gotten much more aggressive as the game is going on.
And the Rockets with possession here, down by 12. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
And when the bench bench steps up, it takes pressure off the starters, and they stepped up big in that game.
Harden's shot is off. Los Angeles leading by 12. Kenny, you played in so many different kind of offensive styles and systems during your basketball career. What stands out as your favorite?
Favorite was the Rockets. So that was the best style of play that I enjoyed most.
Yeah, I think you make a great call. You know, people would think like as a guard, you want to just have more opportunity to be the focal point, but the reality is we'd rather win.
Without question.
You'd much rather play with a great big in our era who could dominate the play, because the role reverses. They basically become point guards because they're playing out double teams. And now you're getting to catch guys in transition running at you where you can be more effective.
Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for the Lakers. Here is House, defended by George. Outside Westbrook, down to 5 on the shot clock. Nailed from three-point land. Westbrook's got it back down to within single digits for the Rockets. Here's Junior, and Junior throws it down.
No stopping Junior here. The assertive slam, hot off the drive, just overwhelms the D.
Houston's gone 5 of 9.
Mask.
Put up a three-point shot tonight. And the foul called on Junior. That'll be his second foul of the game. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. With the teardrop, good. The Laker lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from James Harden.
In the face of good defense, Harden could put his body between the defender and the ball. George passes to Junior. Stolen by Westbrook. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game. Los Angeles leading by 7. To the middle, here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Right there, you see the phenomenal length of George taking over.
Here is Harden. He picked up 18 points in their last win against New Orleans.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous.
マジか。
It's up a 3. Another miss by Harden.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, I mean, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
And high-quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
Well, I think Junior's big X factor has always been his natural ability. It seems like there's nothing he can't do and no upward limit to his athleticism.
Really, the right play defensively, if you can't block, force him to the line.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Yeah, and the fire Davis plays with, I mean, it's so special. This guy wants to win and will do whatever it takes to do it.
Back to Westbrook. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole. And Coach can thank Junior's vision for this one. Watches how the floor is moving and spots the open man.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. A 12-point game. And the shot is good. Harden's got 10 points.
Oh, he's got to roll in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Here's Junior, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Westbrook, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
This is what Westbrook does. Puts pressure on the defenders, forcing them to react.
For Houston, they have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. The first one fall.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. Stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Olynyk comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Johnson in for Daniel House. Timeout called the Rockets.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Pass to Bap. Over Davis. Another miss by Houston. Los Angeles leading by 11. Junior with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And it's Davis with the jam.
He can dominate. I mean, beat you up in so many ways. And Davis is giving this D a thumping tonight.
Pass to Johnson. Harden outside. He kicks it to Olynyk. From outside, off the mark.
Oh, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
Here's Junior. That's good from Davis on the assist by Junior. Davis has got 25 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
To the left side wing. Double team on Westbrook. To the paint. Here's Harden. That's tipped.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Junior dishes to George. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. On the wing, Harden releases. And it's Junior with the rebound. Junior's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. The shot by George, wide open. That shot, no good. And the Rockets take it the other way.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he be a little bit more selective tonight.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Harden up top. He's covered by Ingram. Harden's shot is good.
We typically see this several times a game. Harden finishing with contact. He's one of the best at it.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it. Given that may be, it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in history, David. Thanks for that report.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and their coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Davis, and it's Conley in for James. Now here's Conley. He's covered closely. Out to the wing. Junior kicks to Kuzma. Here's Junior. Rebound by
こいつらリバウンド強え。
That's as high percentage as it gets.
Here's Clemens. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Brandon Ingram. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
Lakers leading by 11. And Gordon over to help. To the inside. Here's Ingram. It's rebounded by Houston. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched. in the last one.
They needed more fire and intensity tonight. Even if they don't win the battle of the boards, they have to put up a fight.
Clemens passes to Olynyk over Conley. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Offensive rebound. And he gets the whistle for the second call. Houston making a switch. Johnson's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Lou Williams is checked in for George. Rockets trail by 13. And Junior throws it down.
Wow, I love everything Junior is doing tonight. Playing with intensity and getting big buckets.
Houston's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Olynyk the pass to Clemens. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
マジで
A little surprise, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Junior. And Junior throws it down hard.
I love the awareness. Conley is adept at reading the defense and realizing when his guys are uncomfortable.
There's 1:26 left in the first half. Here's Clemens. Kenny, always fascinating to get your take. We sure appreciate you coming by.
Man, it's great to be here, man. Thanks for having me, man. Happy to be here. This is the best studio.
Yes, sir.
But we got the best down here by the bottom.
Are they paying you well? Are they paying you well?
Not as well as y'all are. I tell you, not as well as y'all are.
And C-Web, what can you say? Kenny Smith never one to pull any punches when he's talking about basketball. Or anything, for that matter.
Yeah, definitely. You know, he's such a...
Oh, that was an impressive throwdown. Woo.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Clemens passes to Johnson. Gordon inside, guarded by Kuzma. 4 on the shot clock. Gordon kicks to Olynyk. Shot to stop the run. That one wide left.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard.
うわマジかこい
Takes
つ
it away. And it's the Rockets on the break. Here's Clemens. It's tipped. They were
あ ー惜しい
Junior, he is feeling it tonight and has been the driving force, guys, for the Los Angeles Lakers. He's got a triple-double. He's been doing a little bit of everything. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Junior in this one, he's been everywhere.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Yeah, I mean, showing that tenacity, both
お
mentally
うでも
and
でけえよ
Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define what your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Here's Junior, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And this is why you must clog the lanes. Once Junior spots one, he forces you to be aggressive defensively.
And he sinks the second. Here's Westbrook. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Rebound the Lakers. Junior's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Here's Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Agility, height, hands. I mean, Davis has every advantage on this play. The defense can effectively counter him.
Got a piece of
くっ
it.
そ当たると思わなかった。
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Story of their game right here. One sloppy play after another.
Los Angeles leading by 21. They get the rebound. And it's Junior missing. Stolen. And he's got a 5 by 5.
くっ
It's
そ
caught.
こいつでけえマジで。
Harden has a wide open look.
入るね。ヒゲ。
Westbrook's got 4 assists in the game.
He's so dangerous from out there. Harden can beat you off the catch, beat you off the bounce, beat you in transition, beat you in the sleep, beat you in the weight. He can beat you. But they've got this lead because he's at the top of his game. He has been the story tonight.
That's tipped. Outside Westbrook.
ナイスカッティ。
Al Harden. He's got 15. 6 on the shot clock. It's not going to go for him. And the Lakers take it the other way.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
Scooped up. Junior.
マジか取った。
And here we go with Westbrook heading to the hoop.
うざ
With the block.
James is just a sensational shot blocker. You got to check your rear view mirror. He's relentless.
Harden against Ingram. Harden no good. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention four-point plays. Up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Another miss by Houston.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Houston Rockets. The kick out to Westbrook. Inside. He can't hit that time. Nice D from Junior. Junior throws it down.
Ooh, nice slam by Junior. I see you. It's always a morale booster to dunk. Just something about your hands clutching that rim.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they
見てなかった。
And the dunk by Westbrook.
puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Those defenders just looked a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Westbrook kicks to House. Back to Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. Fires at the elbow. And he overshot that one, missing. Los Angeles leading by 22. Here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Timeout called the Rockets. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring, you didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV Sunday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind, man.
Magical.
Houston making a switch here. Smith is checked in. Junior dishes to Davis.
Yeah.
Here is House. 6 points for him. Takes the 13-footer, and it's Junior with the rebound.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
And that one's good by Davis.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
The pass to House. Back to Harden. The three. And it's Junior with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
George, that's a two-pointer. And the rebound
こいつでけえよ。
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Pass to Batten. Now here is Smith.
Yeah.
Wow, the speed of Smith and his ability to change gears constantly keeps the D on their toes. He has a knack for picking up fouls while shooting.
For Houston, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. And some changes here for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Paul George. Williams comes in for Brandon Ingram. And it's Conley in for James. Conley kicks to Kuzma. And Junior throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Harden. Harden's got 17.
And the floater from Harden, that beautiful raindrop, teardrop, rainbow is just exceptional. No way the D can contest that in time. You cannot jump higher than that ball. He gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
Gordon, the pass to Smith. Here's the three. Kuzma pulls it in.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team. Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Houston's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Here's Harden, and the shot goes in. Harden's got 19 points.
But when Harden sees a clear lane to the hoop, just move out the way. He jumps on it. So relentless in how he exploits open space.
And Kuzma slams it in.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
Oh, man, so unselfish. He's doing a great job creating for others and making pinpoint passes.
It's Harden with the drive. The shot comes out, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. Junior the pass to Davis, and finished off by Davis.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
There's the
He's superb at finding open teammates. Harden, I love how he looks to shed a rock.
And here is Los Angeles now. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3.
Yeah,
they grab their own miss. Here's Junior. Lets it go with a 3. The shot off that time. The Rockets shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Johnson finds Harden. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Johnson's got 3 assists tonight.
He's not just an outside threat. Harden's a player who can score from anywhere.
And finished off by Davis.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Harden against Williams. Harden's shot is good. Harden's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
To the middle, here's Davis.
パス欲しい。
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Olynyk the pass to Harden. Over Williams.
それは無理。
Again, the miss by Harden. Los Angeles has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Houston making a switch here. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Down low, Davis. And another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
He has been a sensational playmaker. 1:41 left to play in the third. All for one, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And Junior gets it to go on the assist from Conley. Conley's got 4 assists now tonight. Houston's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Olynyk the pass to Clemens. Misses from short range.
And D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
And Kuzma slams it in.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Their poise has been tremendous. I mean, excellent at both ends, has them increasing this lead.
Clemens passes to Olynyk. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the third. Just 5 on the clock. Shumpert gets a wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer. Shumpert's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Johnson over to help. Watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Yeah, 3rd turnover of the quarter, and he has got to value that basketball more.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for Houston. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Ball's checked in. Westbrook passes to Clemens. Here's Shumpert. It's deflected.
An average shot blocker. I mean, you want Kuzma to use his vertical, more to redirect shots.
Stolen by Westbrook. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Clemens with the bucket. Clemson's got 7.
Aggressive pass on the break, straight up the court so he can get all the way to the bucket.
Kuzma outside. Pass to Junior. Back to Kuzma from downtown. That one misses. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Los Angeles on top, delivering the blowout. We'll be back. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate.
Pesos ですこいつ。
Olynyk, he's checked in for Johnson. Gordon comes in for Stanley Johnson. James Harden, he's checked in for Adams. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Iman Shumpert. Taking a look at the Lakers.
ネットに出し方ネットに。
There with Junior. Then it's Conley. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Neto in at the shooting guard position. And last season, we saw the NBA All-Star Game introduce the Elam ending, a target score, Greg, to end the game, and instead of running out the clock. Did you like that, and would you widen its use?
And no question, it's being looked at maybe for overtimes or tournament games. You know, Adam not shy about exploring new ideas. And I got to be honest, going into the All-Star game, I wasn't a fan of the proposed changes.
Me too.
But once you saw it all play out, I have to say I was entertained. And I applaud the commissioner and the players in the league for buying in. And I think the fan experience was made all the more better.
Good point.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Junior.
Well, it's easy to look at his scoring as the key to this win, but there's so much more to it than that. It's a triple-double. He got it done everywhere.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Here's Junior, and Junior throws it down.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what you play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this one.
Adams outside. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Junior with it. Johnson's there. And Junior throws it down hard.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. And the foul called on Junior. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Checking in for your Rockets. Smith outside. Fires from 18, misses the shot. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg